Hi there, this is Penelope and this is a short video on finding the composite function, or finding the function of a function, which is another way of putting it. Okay, we have two functions, f of x equals 4x plus 1 and g of x which equals 2x minus 2. And what we need to be able to find is f of g of x, the composite or combined function of them both. Now this looks a bit scary, so let's take a step back and see what we already know. We know how to find f of 2. We know what to do. What we do is we substitute whatever word you like to use, we put 2 into the function. So now we find 4 times 2 plus 1, which is equal to 9. In maths, we call this evaluating the function. And we're evaluating it where x is equal to 2. Now let's try something with g this time. Let's use z. So let's replace x with z. So what we're finding is g of z. So that means we need to put g, there's the function, there's the rule, but this time we need to put z where we've got x. So it would be 2 times z minus 2, which would be 2z minus 2. So we know what to do, but there's no real point to this except that you need to understand how to evaluate a function. Whatever I do in here means I put this thingy in there and into here. So I'm substituting into the rule. So for example, if I was using x plus 1 as the thing that I wanted to substitute in, all I do is instead of x, I'm going to substitute x plus 1. So the rule says 2 times the something minus 2, and then I could tidy it up if I needed to. This is not trivial. It really is quite important. It's important in algebra and it's important in calculus and all sorts of things. So let's go back to the original f of g of x. What does it mean? Well, what it means is we're going to be plugging this into f this time. What it's saying is substitute the g of x function into the f of x function. So you're going to sub the g of x function into the f of x function. It's asking us in this case to find f of 2x minus 2. Now the rule for f says substitute this for this. So it says 4 times 2x minus 2 plus 1. Anything after this is just algebra. So we can do the algebra now. So that's 4 times 2, that's 8x minus 8 plus 1, which is equal to 8x minus 7. So fill it in here. F of g of x is equal to 8x minus 7. I can do it the other way if I needed to. Won't be the same answer. But what that means is it means substitute f of x into the g function. And the g function says take this and put it into there. So it would be 2 times 4x plus 1 minus 2. And do the algebra.